Oh, wow.
What are you doing?
I got on these, what are they called? Meta
Sunglasses?
glasses.
Oh.
You know, Zuckerberg made these. Whoa. This is crazy.
What are you even looking at? What's the...
It's like, there's like the cameras.
Yeah.
The screen, there's a throne. There's another camera, and you're over there, and it's like everything's like a little darker.
Yeah, they're sunglasses.
Whoa! Oh, look! Oh, no! Whoa! And look at this! All this artwork over here, and there's a microphone. And look at this little guy. These are freaking rad, Johannes.
Those are just sunglasses.
Oh my God!
I think. Did you pay money for those?
Yeah.
How much?
I was like 7 or 8 of my last paychecks from the life insurance. Very expensive, but let me see if I can get Facebook on here.
No, you can't. You're not going to be able to do that.
Do you just think it? You have to just, let me just think it.
No.
It's kind of.
Did you get them from a guy in an alley?
No, it was like I was like getting gas.
Yeah.
I went inside, there was this thing that you turn.
Yep.
You kind of just turn, and they had like all different ones you could get. The guy goes, hey, those are the new.
Sunglasses.
The new. I think he said.
No.
Meta glasses.
No, he said sunglasses. I'm sure he said sunglasses.
Sunglasses.
Yeah. They
Sunglasses.
shield your eyes from the sun. That's what they do.
The future! All right, let's meet our guest. Yannis!
What's up?
How you doing? How you doing, Yannis? Watch out, there's a mic right behind you.
Oh, yeah, good to see you again.
Yeah, good to see you.
Yeah, how you doing?
Oh, Yannis, I'm so glad you made it.
Oh, yeah, traffic. Yeah.
Not just traffic, but I mean, I don't know if you took a look around outside of our studio.
Yeah,
but
I got attacked by a couple of guys on the way in here.
Yeah.
They're setting a fire. Is that part of the show? Or
yeah, that's all part of the show. They're all paid actors.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, they're it looks like they're starting a fire again, which is something you guys got to worry about a lot.
Yeah, no, it'll be contained by the end of the podcast.
Nice,
We'll put it out.
So
Don't worry.
a prop, good, yeah.
Yeah, that's where Johannes will go out there and he'll deal with it, right, Johannes?
Yeah,
sure.
Yeah.
That's Johannes, by the way.
Hey, Johannes, Yannis, very close, very close.
Wait a minute,
Yeah.
Johannes, Yannis.
Yeah.
Are you also Italian?
No, I'm Greek.
Greek. Okay, he's Italian.
No, he's not Italian. Johannes?
Johannes.
That's,
What are you again?
It looks like
Sweden.
He's
So it's like right there.
right there, close.
Yeah.
Europe, same thing.
Yeah. Italy's the one that looks like a boot, and Sweden's the one that looks like a clog. Correct?
Yeah, that's
Isn't that
right.
Little wooden shoe.
That's right. That's
Isn't
right.
that Swedish? Is that Swedish?
Those are the Dutch, but you know you're splitting hairs.
I
They're
mean,
all the same.
yeah.
we're all the same.
We're all the same.
Yeah,
Yannis.
Arab, Jew, everyone's the same.
We're all the same.
We look exactly the
I
same.
mean, just Yannis,
yeah,
John Goblikon, it's the same.
it's the same, man.
Yannis
yeah.
Goblikon.
You look Greek.
Thank you. It's the hair.
Yeah.
It's the hair.
Yeah, it's the hair, the ears, the nose. Yeah, everything.
Yeah, I feel kind of Greek.
Yeah.
Yeah. My big gob week wedding or whatever it's going to be called.
That's
my next movie.
Right. That'll
Yes.
be a good one. Like, yeah. What's your ethnic background?
My ethnic background,
Yeah.
Reseda.
Reseda.
I'm from the Valley.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a Valley boy.
Yeah. Yeah. How's that now? Did the fire spare that or?
Yeah, we're okay.
Yeah.
We're doing okay.
Good.
And how about you? You're from the Burroughs.
I'm from the Burroughs.
You're
That's
from
right.
which one of the Burroughs?
Brooklyn.
Brooklyn, and
Yeah.
that's which one?
Brooklyn is one of the 5 New York City boroughs.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
And is it the good one?
It's a good one.
It's a good one.
It's a good one. Good food, good culture, multicultural. It's very nice.
And did you grow up in Brooklyn?
I did grow up there, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Very different from the West Coast life.
Yeah, and you live there now, right?
I live still in New York,
So you never left.
I never left.
You're one of those people who you never left home.
No, scared of my dreams, yeah.
Yep. You just stayed in a small town.
Small town
Kid growing up in Brooklyn, and you said, I ain't leaving.
No.
I'm too scared. fan of what's out there.
I don't want to know what's out there.
Yeah.
I don't want to know what's out there. You know, in my imagination, I was like, LA's hell. There's fires. Harvey Weinstein will get you. All this stuff will get you. There'll be a goblin out there. There'll be fires, homeless people, and
it's true.
It's all true.
It's all true.
It's all true.
That's what I love about living in LA, Yannis.
Yeah.
Is it is exactly what you think it's going to be. And in the same way, that's the same thing of New York.
Exactly.
Like, it's one of those places that, like, I know I'm in New York the second I step off the plane.
Yeah.
You know, probably because, you know, vaguely smells like urine, all my money disappears, and someone tells me to go myself.
Yes, it's true.
Which is a heck of a thing for a pilot to say to somebody.
Yes, it is.
But I love New York.
Yeah.
I love it there. And what I like about New York is different from LA.
Yeah.
In LA, I feel like everyone's kind of not saying what they're thinking.
Right.
You're doing a lot of times in LA, you're going, what's this person up to?
Right.
What's their ulterior motive?
Right.
You don't do that in New York.
No.
You're like, I wish they wouldn't tell me what they were thinking, but they are yelling it at me.
Right.
Yeah. Do you find that? Do you like that? Is that comforting to you, Yannis?
It is what I'm used to. It's what I know. It's my conditioning, as they say in the psychological circles. I don't know any different, so it's my norm. That's
it. You just tell it like it is.
When someone's nice to you in New York, you assume they're bad.
Interesting.
Yeah. When someone is nice to you in LA, you assume also that they're bad.
Yeah.
In different ways.
Yeah.
One of them, they want something from you. In LA, they want you to help you with their career.
Yes.
And in New York, they want to either get your money, rob you, and that's about it.
That's it.
Or hurt you in some way.
That's it. Or maybe they're just asking you to, like, oh, will you help me move? You know, that's a lot of times they do that with me.
Yeah. Oh, I hate that. I hate when people, you're like, are we good enough friends for me to help you move?
I feel like, what do you think the age is, Yannis, where it's like, you just got to pay up and get some movers?
Yeah. I mean, that's changed because, I mean, when I look at my dad, he was like in his 20s. He already fought in like 3 wars. He had 15 grandchildren. He was wearing a suit. Now we live in an era where you talk to like a 45-year-old guy and he's like, I'm still trying to figure out what I want to do. I got 3 roommates. Can you help me move? So we're living in a period of kind of extended youth. I mean, look at the way I'm dressed. I'm dressed the same way I dressed when I was in middle school. You look like an adult. You got a proper tie on. You look like an adult. That's the way it should be.
Well, because I'm living your dad's life, okay?
Yeah.
I work in a bunch of jobs. I work at the life insurance agency. I'm doing a podcast. I tour with the band. I'm doing all the jobs.
Yeah.
But I knew this is what I wanted to do, Yannis.
Yeah.
Ever since I was a little gob.
Yeah, hopefully ICE doesn't come for you with that many jobs. It's suspicious.
It's too many jobs.
Yeah,
too many
you're
jobs.
a hard-working guy, and ICE is looking to deport a lot of those people.
So, Yannis, you grew up in Brooklyn.
Yeah.
And you had a big family? Is that what you were saying? Your dad had a lot of...
Not that big a family, because they're all in Greece.
Oh.
They're still over there. So the ones who got out of Greece and came here, very few.
Very few?
Very few.
Okay,
Yeah.
so did you have any brothers or sisters?
I had 2 brothers and 2 cousins, and that's about it. Everybody else is still in Greece. I don't know them that well, and I don't speak Greek fluently, so I'm more of an Americanized Greek.
You're the youngest.
I am the youngest.
I know it!
How did you know that?
Anytime there's a comic who sits in the throne and tells me that they have 2 other siblings, I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
They're the youngest.
Yeah, we were like sort of ignored.
Yes, you have to find the attention where you can get it.
That's right. Yeah.
And now you make people pay to get it.
That's right.
Which I like.
Yes.
The tables have turned.
Yes.
You buy a ticket, you hear me speak.
That's right.
Yes.
Yeah. It's
That's
all
kinda
childhood
nice.
stuff. Yeah.
And so the middle one, I'm assuming that they're the real messed up one.
Yeah, actually, yeah.
Yeah, the older one kind of has it like a little bit together.
That's exactly right.
Yes,
yeah,
yes.
a little 2 together.
A little, yeah.
He's gonna like pop.
I don't trust him at all.
Yeah, you shouldn't trust
No,
him.
you don't
Yeah,
trust him at all.
don't trust
Are
him.
any of them funny? Are people in your family funny?
No,
Not at all.
Not at all. Yeah, not at all. And I think that's what I came in to sort of break up the tension a little bit. Say, hey, what's going on here, guys?
Quiet? Were they quiet or were they?
They were just like, my mother was a human rights lawyer. My dad was an Army veteran that became an attorney. That's how they met in law school. And they were just very trying to make it. Like my grandfather owned a diner, which, That's a Greek thing. They had a diner.
I love a diner.
Yeah, it's
I love
great.
it. You know what I love about a diner?
What?
Is I don't read often, you know? But when I get to the diner, I feel like I'm really just like,
Oh, yeah.
7 pages in, I'm just like, this is a really good book.
Yeah, it's really thick.
Yeah, like look at I spent 2 chapters on sandwiches,
Yeah.
and I haven't even got to soups.
Yeah, nobody even knows what's in the menu. Nobody even goes to the middle. Nobody ever knows what's in the middle. It could be like, lotto numbers that could get you rich. It could be the key to life, but nobody would ever know.
No.
And you shouldn't know. Never go past the outside edges of the menu.
Okay, yes, I was going to ask you, what are the rules to a diner?
You never go in the middle.
Never go in the middle.
No.
Why is that?
Because that's the filet of sole, that's the meatloaf, that's the things that you don't get at a diner.
I didn't even know they sold fish.
That's right.
At a diner.
Yeah.
But that's for sure.
Yeah.
We're like, I know we're kind of by water, but I don't know about this.
Right, exactly. It's been sitting in a freezer for
Yeah.
months. You go eggs, you go burger.
Yep.
You go Coke, French fries, and deluxe to make it sound fancy. They throw some fries on there, which
Now,
I
what-
love that name, deluxe. It's
No,
just
I always
fries.
heard that it's a Greek diner. What makes it Greek? Do they also are they implementing foods of Greece?
They're
Souvlaki or something like
yeah, they have.
Wait, God bless you.
Yeah, they're all owned by Greeks. It's like their thing.
Oh, that's
That's why they call it Greek
the
diner.
Italians own the vacuum stores,
Yeah.
and you guys own the diners.
We have the diners. Yes.
Hey, I prefer that.
Yes.
So, did you basically live at the diner because you got free food there, or did they hook it up?
My father had a father, and this is how he spoke, and he was from Greece, and he had a diner, and my father worked in the diner.
Was he the kind of guy that would tell you what to eat? I like those. When they come to the table, they're like, you eat this. And you're like, okay.
Yeah. When you go to Greek diners, there's no Greek waiters anymore. It's used to
tragic.
be. Yeah, they used to have the tuxedos on with the ties, and now
Chest hair just
chest hair
billowing
just
right
coming
out.
Yeah, that's just part of the DNA. It's in the code. We're hairy people. You too. Are you hairy? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Oh yeah.
And it goes all the way down.
All the way down.
All the
I
way
like
to
that.
the ankles.
Yeah, party in the back.
Yeah,
Party
yeah.
in the back, beauty in the front.
That's right.
Yeah.
Goddess,
Yeah.
that's right. Yeah. And so at what point you're growing up the youngest, you're
Yeah.
trying to be the funny one, you're trying to break the tension of the family, you're trying to make the papas laugh.
Yeah.
At what point are you like, wait a minute, what if I just kind of did this forever?
Yeah, I was the only thing that I feel like I was decent at, because I was always a class clown in high school and whatever.
Did you get in trouble a lot?
I got in trouble a lot.
You did.
I did.
You were that kid.
I was that kid.
What was your thing? Were you kind of trying to make the other kids laugh? Were you doing pranks? What were you doing?
No pranks. I'm not a big prank guy. I was nice. I was popular. The kids liked me. I was just class clown. I couldn't stop making jokes. I couldn't stop trying to get attention, which now I know was because I didn't get any at home.
There it is.
Yeah.
And you're still trying to get that attention at home, aren't
Yeah,
you,
we all
Yannis?
kind of wear a mask.
That's
in
right.
life. Yeah.
Not me.
Not you, but most
most
of us.
do.
Yeah, wear a
Most
mask.
do,
Yeah,
yeah.
we all go through life with a mask.
So you're funny in high school, but I read you got into social work as well because
I did.
And you said your mom was somewhat involved in that. Is that what you're saying?
She was a human rights lawyer.
Oh, human
she
rights
worked
lawyer.
for
A little
the
different.
Yeah, she worked for the United Nations, but we grew up like that. So, on Halloween, other kids would have costumes and have fun, and she would give me the little UNICEF, United Nations cardboard thing, and I'd go around and collect quarters and change for kids in Sudan or whatever. I don't know.
So everyone's getting candy. Oh man, that had young Yannis couldn't have been happy with that.
No, she put the weight of justice and international relations on the shoulders of a child.
That's a heavy weight.
Yeah, I didn't even understand.
You just wanted some Twizzlers.
I just wanted Twizzlers.
Yeah. Just be a normal kid.
Yeah, no, I wanted candy, and she's like, no, you got to go. Instead of asking for candy, ask to donate for the children of Darfur. Or
Yeah,
whatever.
but you kind of took a little bit of that. You're like, all right, let me try out some social work. You're
Yeah.
like, yeah.
Yeah.
And what was that like?
It was
Because your inner comedian's in there.
Yeah.
And he's waiting to get out.
Yeah, I loved dealing with the clients. Like I had good relationships with the clients until they throw a coffee mug at your head or something like that. Then after a while, you get burnt out real quick. You're like, I don't know how people do this, but I have a huge amount of respect for people who do it because you need somebody to do it. And after a while, you get very burnt out.
Yeah.
Because you can't really help. You're just sort of maintaining.
That's right.
It's a maintenance job.
Yeah, and you probably see a lot, and I'm sure you're trying to be empathetic with these people, and then some people do things and some people don't, and you just can't.
Yeah, like that's the tough part. Like I worked at this SRO, which is a single room occupancy of former homeless people, and so the whole goal is to get them off the street, but then they just want to go back out. They like it. It's like it's their norm, so they like it, or they hoard and they bring things in. And so when I quit, I had to go into one of the rooms and clean the guy's room out for bed bugs, so I had to put on a whole hazmat suit.
Okay.
And I was going in, and I was like, I just can't. I'd rather be broke.
Yeah.
I was also trying to do comedy at the time, so I so I was like, let me just go full blown. And my girlfriend had a job, and I was like, can I live off of you? And she was like, yeah. And so I lived off of her for a couple years. Yeah, which I recommend to every comedian.
Very
you have to do it for a couple
I like
years.
that.
Yeah.
I like that.
You have to do it.
You're hitting the clubs at night.
Yeah.
And she's like, babe, how much did you make? And you're like, I made like 8 laughs.
That's right.
Yeah, I made 8 laughs
I made
or
a couple
so.
chicken
We
fingers.
can put that to you.
Yeah, I got a bottled water. Yeah.
Yeah. They let me keep it, babe.
Yeah.
Here you go. Put it in the fridge for you.
Yeah.
For later. I did this for you, babe.
Yeah. And then you get a little money, and then you go, and then you break up.
Yeah. And then she's like, did you talk about me on stage? You're like, no,
no, not at all.
Babe, no.
Not at all.
I would not do that to you.
No, I'm using you for money, material.
Yes.
Yeah. It's a horrible thing.
But then from that was enough to kind of get you going.
It got me going.
And New York, for a lot of people that may not know, there's definitely a comedy scene in other cities.
Oh, for sure. Especially now. It's all over. Yeah.
Definitely.
But splintered. There's like, we're all like warlords.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. But there's something about New York in that you can go to a lot of clubs in one night.
Yeah.
Like I had on Felipe Esparza on here.
Funny guy.
He's so funny.
Yeah.
But he talked about how he had to bike from like one end of LA to the other. And like, that just seemed like, wow, it's a lot. But I know comedians who had said like, oh, I would do like 7 spots in New York. And you're like, oh my God.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh my God. Yeah.
That's a lot of, and you could do that there, huh?
You could do it in New York. You could walk around because it's built for walking, which is good. The auto lobby has built all these cities, and that's why we all got heart problems. Nobody's walking.
Yeah.
Now I live in an area like that, and I never knew I had to plan a walk.
Yeah.
I got to go, I'm going to go walk. When you live in New York, you walk by default. If you got to go somewhere, you walk because it's built that way. But here you got to plan a walk like you're a prison guard and you're taking a fucking loop.
That's so interesting because last time I was in New York, everyone was telling me to do that.
Yeah.
A guy goes, take a fucking walk.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, okay.
Yeah,
all
that's
right.
not a nice thing. Yeah.
I was like, all right, I got my Fitbit on. I'm ready to take it, sir.
Yeah.
I don't know why he was yelling it at me.
Yeah. That's that means he was being not nice. He was.
Oh, really?
It means get out of here.
No, I think he was saying, get your steps in, John.
Yeah, well, that's what you think if you're not from there. But what he really meant was get
He
out
said,
of here.
take a fucking walk.
Yeah.
And the way he was pointing, I was like,
Yeah.
there must be a park this way. So I went that way, led me down an alley. And then there's some people in the alley, and then I started walking much faster.
Yeah.
So actually, it was a very good workout.
That's a very good point.
Yeah.
Is that in New York, it could really motivate you to get your steps in
See?
and get your cardio up.
I think he was being very nice.
He was being nice. Actually, that's a good way to think about it. Yeah.
I think people in New York get a bad rap, and I think they're actually very nice, and they're just trying to make you get some exercise.
That's a great point. I
Yeah.
never thought of it that way.
Yeah.
That is very nice. Yeah.
I do love it.
And New York's gotten that way again. It's gotten a little dangerous again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fun.
Yeah, like
It's
if I
kinda
saw
fun.
you, it was at night and I turned a corner and I saw you at first, most people would expect that you get scared, but I would actually be like, I'm safe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's the interesting thing when I go to New York is no one really bats an eye. When I'm walking around LA, I get some looks. When I go on tour and I'm in the middle of Iowa, I get a lot of looks. But in New York, everyone's just like, "Hey, Goblin."
Yeah.
Where you going? You know?
Yeah, we're very we're not judgmental. Yeah, we're very nice.
But I wonder what, coming up in the New York comedy scene, I noticed that when I have comics on from New York, it's a vibe.
Yeah.
Like they got a little grit to them. Their perspective on things has got like a New York flair to it. How did New York shape you as a comedian?
Yeah, it makes you like, what's this? What's this? Where am I? What's going on? It makes you very like, you got this thing going in your head like a mental Rolodex of safety. You're going like, where am I? Who's this guy? What's this thing? Yeah, so it makes you very tense, and it's not great. It's not great for your blood pressure. It's not great for, LA's kind of, a little more chill.
Yeah.
Everything's fine. New Yorkers are just a little too much like that. It's not good. It's not.
No, they're not doing a lot of yoga on a cliff out in New York.
No,
not enough of that.
No, it's got its pros and its cons.
Yeah, but
it's got cons.
What about the comedy itself? Like, what performing for a crowd in New York, does it feel different performing for a crowd other places, or it's all the same?
They're less sensitive, I think, in New York. They're less sensitive. They're a little more judgmental, for sure. In another way, like because there's so many clubs, so many options, and things to do that they're like, I'm doing you a favor that I'm here.
What's your favorite club to perform in New York?
In New York, the Stand.
The Stand.
The Stand.
I haven't heard that one yet.
Yeah, the Stand.
What do you like about the Stand?
Because
and you're referring to where you can walk up and you could either get a hot dog, soda, and a bag of chips, right? I see the stands all the time.
Hot dog stands, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
so your favorite is the hot dog stand.
I love the hot dog stand. It's a great place to make the guy laugh who's giving you a dirty water dog, as we call him.
Yes.
Yeah. So I'm more non-traditional in that way.
I like that.
Yeah.
There's like alt comics, and then there's Yannis.
Yeah, well, that's where comedy belongs, is on the street. We're really street performers.
Yes.
So we should go back to our roots.
I agree.
Yeah, it's the lowest form of entertainment. Now it's gotten so big, it's a little ridiculous. We should go back to the gutter where we belong.
Because you've been doing it a while.
I've been doing it a long time.
How long have you been doing comedy?
I know you can't tell by my credits, but yeah.
I was going to say, they're
You're
not
like,
on
has he been
here,
doing it
but
4 years? Shouldn't he be bigger?
Wait a minute. No, that just means you've been grinding.
I've been grinding.
You've been grinding, man.
I've been grinding, yeah. It's been 20 plus.
20 plus years.
Yeah.
I think, because we have a lot of people who watch who may be aspiring comics and might be aspiring goblins, and they see me and they go, John just decided to do a podcast and just became the #1 comedy podcast in the world, right, Johannes? Don't Google it.
No.
And they're saying, it must be so easy, right?
Right.
But every time I have a comedian that I'm a big fan of sit in the throne, they start talking, they start saying 10 years, 15 years, 20 years.
Yeah.
Why? What is it about stand-up? Because in Hollywood, there's all these stories about like, oh, how'd you get in this movie? You're like, oh, I was in a coffee shop, and Spielberg was like, hey, kid, you got the look.
Right.
And then they end up in a big movie.
Right.
But in stand-up, I don't see a lot of those.
No, and especially the era I grew up, it was very much a meritocracy, where you had to work your way up, and other comics would say you were funny, then you had to get an approval by a booker to get into a club, and then you got a reputation, and then, it was a very step-by-step process. Now it's just like, hey, man, start a channel and wing it. Go for it.
Yeah.
And that's not bad. It's opened up a lot of opportunity. I like it.
Sure.
But I came up in another era.
Do you have any of those memories or stories of like having to prove yourself, or like, I've heard stories of, someone was telling me a story about, maybe it's called The Cellar. Is that a place?
The Comedy Cellar.
The Comedy Cellar. Yeah. And they made the comic wait all night until Chappelle went on.
And then go after him.
And then they're like, go, now's your time. Go be funny. And they had to prove it to the owner or something.
Yeah, that's how it is over there.
Does that ever happen to Yannis?
No, not that.
Okay, next question.
Yeah. Not that extreme. I had to prove myself to the audience because I went the independent route before now I'm in all the clubs or whatever, but I was more of, I started my own room, so I had to prove to comedians I was funny. That was important to me. So I would invite them to my show, have them perform on my show, and I gained a reputation that way, and then I got into the club. So I was kind of independent thinking before the internet. I was actually one of the first comedians in New York to go viral with a character. This character named Maurica.
Maurica! That's right!
And so it was funny because it was right at the point where everything was changing, but we didn't understand it yet. So I was like, let me try to sell some tickets. And then they sold out real quick. And then I did it again, it sold out real quick. And it was almost like we didn't understand what was going on. We're like, what is this? But it was the turn. It was the internet had taken over.
Now, were you always doing characters?
I was always doing characters.
You were always doing
always
characters?
Doing characters, yeah.
And what do you like about doing characters?
I don't know. It'd be hard to explain to a guy like you who's just himself.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, it's one of those things where it's like, it's fine.
Yeah.
I feel like it's a little
not your
gimmicky.
thing, though. Yeah.
I just don't usually find them funny. That's all. It's just one of those things. I just do personally. It's just like, I don't know.
Yes.
But I like that you like it.
I like it. So It's fun because you get to say things as another person that you wouldn't ordinarily say. So you get to inhabit another human, and it's a bit of a way to get away with stuff that you wouldn't say, which is fun.
That's a bit overrated, but all right.
Okay, yeah.
So,
I mean, I knew it would be hard to
Tell me
explain.
about Maurica.
She.
Tell me from the beginning how you created her.
Yeah.
What about the character that you're like, oh, this is something I want to talk about and comment on?
It's not a remarkable story, but it is because the comedian I was with is now the biggest comedian in the country, Nate Bargatze.
Nate Bargatze!
Yeah. Yeah.
I used to love that game where you roll it out and you say, Bargatze!
Oh, Yahtzee! Yeah, Nate
Yeah.
Bargatze.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we were sitting in a diner and we were thinking of characters for this like little radio show, live radio show we were doing. And I just was thinking of characters and I said one line and he started laughing. It's hard to make him laugh. And then I built the character from there on stage, and it's a transgendered Puerto Rican woman from the Lower East Side of New York City who's trying to better her life, trying to move to the suburbs. And so I built the story, and she used to be a 5-star recruit basketball player in high school when she was a guy. And this was in 2010, before trans had really gotten into the culture. And it took off. It just took off.
And so, Maurica.
That's right.
And she has a very particular catchphrase.
Yeah, that's it.
Das it.
Yeah.
Das it.
That's it. Yeah.
And what does das it mean?
It means just like it could mean anything. Like I'm excited, it could be emphasis, exclamation, whatever you want it to be. Yeah.
Wow.
It really is. That's it. But instead you say that's it. It's that's it with just sort of New Yorican kind of accent.
No, yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I had no idea. No idea. It's almost like I created an entire game around it.
Yeah.
Here's what we're gonna do, Yannis.
Okay.
This game is called Das It or Das Not It. Okay?
Yeah.
Here's how it's gonna work. I love, you got some hot takes, and I love your takes. And I wanted to know, because we're moving into 2025.
Yeah. Oh, we are in 2025.
Where am I? Wait a minute. Wait.
I mean, it's not a place; it's a when. But yeah.
No,
Yeah.
I got a ticket to go. I just booked my flight. I'm going to 2025 soon.
Yeah.
Anyways, we're in 2020. Don't worry, we haven't started recording yet. I don't
Yeah.
even think.
Oh, that's
we,
good. It's
we
just
may
a
never
warm-up.
record.
Oh, that's good.
So
Yeah. No,
we'll
yeah.
edit it out and we'll
Yeah.
just clip it.
Yeah.
So here's how it's going to work. I'm going to name a trend that's a new trend in 2025.
Okay.
And then you're going to tell me if you feel like, that's it, or
That's not it.
that's right.
Right.
Okay. She's with us.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right.
Okay. This one's called red light eye therapy.
Red light eye therapy. That's not it.
Yeah.
You don't want anything to mess with your eyesight.
Because studies have shown that red light therapy can improve visual activity, especially people with age-related macular degeneration. What?
Did you do a lot of red light therapy? It looks like
I did red therapy.
You did red therapy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where
yeah.
it's like, here's what you do. They say like, the best thing to do is to get 8 hours of sleep each night.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then you just don't.
Right.
Forever.
So that you don't sleep.
Yeah, barely.
Yeah.
I take very quick naps.
Yeah.
Right under the desk or in the chute right here.
Yeah.
And very tiny. So you wear glasses. Would you ever do any of this therapy to maybe, have to not wear them anymore?
No, because I like wearing glasses because my eyes are so close together that it kind of frames them and separates them.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So it's a conscious choice.
Well, I need them.
Yeah.
But also, I was thinking about getting the LASIK, but I was like, you know what? I don't want to I look blind without them because my eyes are just too close together.
Oh,
Yeah.
I think you got great eyes, Giannis.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Well, thank you.
I was gonna say it's kind of like
great eye.
great eye. You got a great eye.
Yeah,
that one, not so much. I like that one.
You do, yeah.
Yeah.
You like the other one, yeah.
So red light therapy.
That's
not it.
That's not it.
That's not it.
Yeah.
All right. Next one.
Yeah.
Hearing a lot about these CBD gummies.
Oh, that's it.
That's it.
I love those CBD gummies.
Giannis, do you take CBD gummies?
Once in a while, I like to take a CBD gummy. Yeah.
And what does it do?
Just calms your body, That's what it does? You don't take any CBDs?
I don't think so.
Yeah. But
No.
you know what? They only work like the first time, second time, and then you just, for some reason, your body doesn't feel anything.
So that at some
Yeah,
point, you're
you
just...
got to go graduate to like heroin after that.
Yeah. At some point, you're just like eating a Skittle. Then.
Yeah,
It's
it
just
doesn't
like,
feel anything. The first time you feel it, and then you got to go higher.
So you're a fan of it, though?
I'm a fan of it.
Do you ever take it before stage or anything like that? Or
Nothing.
No, you want to be amped up when
I
you go
want
on
to be
stage.
amped up. I want to be anxious. I want to be, Don't do it. Afterwards, I'll do it.
Some comics are telling me they have like they like to have one drink before they go on stage, take the edge off. Are you like a one drink before you go on stage kind of guy?
And not because I have a drinking problem or anything. I'm just not into drinking anymore. It
Okay.
just doesn't do anything for me anymore. Yeah. It just, I'm at that age where I'm just like, I get sick. The next day sucks. I need my sleep. Unlike you, I need my sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't really abide by that rule.
No.
All 18, 19, 20, however many I can get.
Yeah.
And then I'll just kind of go on stage. And what I like about it is when you bomb, you don't remember it.
That's actually a good point.
You don't remember it. Yeah, but downside is when you crush, you don't remember it.
You don't remember it, yeah.
You don't remember it.
That's bad too.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you can have someone record it and then you can review it and
That's
feel
right.
good about yourself. Yeah.
Yeah, if you're a good comic, I won't do that though.
Yeah.
This episode is sponsored by Squarespace. Perfect if you want to buy a domain, easy to design your own website, helps you show up in searches, makes it easy to offer services and sell content, and...
Squarespace?
No, Johannes, your mom.
Yeah, she definitely doesn't know how to design a website, that's for sure.
Well, she would, Johannes, with Blueprint AI from Squarespace. It is Squarespace's AI-enhanced website builder. It will help you set up a fully custom website in just a few steps. Just by finding out more about your industry, your goals, and your personality, Blueprint AI will generate premium quality content and will give you personalized design recommendations. Now, if your mom can't even be bothered with all of that, then Squarespace offers a whole library of beautiful, award-winning website templates for you to choose from. Then, once your site is ready, Squarespace's integrated search engine optimization tools will help you show up more often on search engines and get the traffic you want. No, not that kind of traffic, Johannes. He's probably looking, oh, wait, why would this guy move? Oh, no, whoa, I gotta get that carpool lane. Oh, no, there's only one of me because I'm always alone. So go to squarespace.com for a free trial. And when you're ready to launch, make sure to use offer code right now to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. How about this?
Yeah.
Das it or das not it? Romantasy. Romantasy. Here's what this is, because I had never heard of this.
I assume it's romantic fantasy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Novels.
Right.
They're coming back.
Oh, yeah.
Like in a big way in 2025, I guess.
I'm going das it.
You like it.
I like it.
Oh.
Stimulate the mind.
Are you a romantic?
I'm a romantic.
Oh, I knew it, Yannis.
Yeah, I'm a romantic. It's ladies porn is basically what you're saying. Yes.
Yeah, just but of the mind.
Yes, big time. We need a little bit of that as a reaction to just this porn available everywhere. We need to go a little deeper.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I say das it.
Das it.
Yeah.
Are you a reader? Do you like reading books?
I do like reading.
Okay,
yeah.
that makes one of us.
Yeah.
So what do you like to read? What does Yannis like to read?
I like to read history stuff.
History.
I have a podcast called History Hyenas, and we always read books and research stuff and have fun. It's a joking podcast, but I like learning too.
You do?
About history. I like learning how we got here.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah,
I like that.
That's my biggest question. I'm like, how did I get here?
Yeah.
And you're probably asking yourself, being interviewed by a goblin, how did I get here?
Right.
Well, you must be in the right place.
Yeah.
Your trajectory is heading this way because you're on right now.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's it.
All right. How about this one? Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
Chat GPT.
Ooh, that's it.
Oh, really?
I'm into ChatGPT.
Oh, talk to
I'm
me.
into AI.
Because I'm a that's not it.
Oh, I'm into it.
Tell me why.
Because I think humans, we've been given a chance.
I lost you at humans. We're talking about Chat GPT. It's a damn robot.
Yeah, I know, but humans, we tried. We just did. I think AIs could do better than we can. I think we're gonna.
I don't disagree with that.
I think they're gonna do better. They're gonna help us be better. We created something that's gonna help us.
But are you scared that because we're teaching the robots all the things? I saw a documentary called Terminator.
Right. That was a good documentary.
We're teaching the robots things. I just saw a clip the other day. It was like somewhere in like China, and the robot was like, I was like trying to kill them.
Right. I remember I saw that clip. Yeah.
Yeah.
But we didn't see the whole video. It was an edited
That's
video.
true. He might be like, hug me.
Yeah. Or maybe she did something that deserved it.
Oh, yeah, that could be it.
Yeah, she could have, who knows, spit at the robot.
That's true.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe robots are just like, I've had it.
Yeah.
Okay, guys?
Yeah.
You're on me all the time. You're always, I'm so tired of you guys asking me questions.
Yeah.
Oh, what's this mean? What is this? Can you do this? Can you? What about how I feel as a robot?
Maybe the robot was programmed to be like Alec Baldwin. Didn't like paparazzi.
Yeah, he just wasn't a fan.
Yeah, just not a fan.
Just went straight Bjork.
Yeah. Helicopter.
Robots.
Robots.
They don't like when we talk about them.
No, they
so you're saying ChatGPT?
That's it.
Yeah,
Okay. That's it.
All right. Oh, this one. Full circle. Baggy jeans.
That's not it.
They're back.
Yeah.
Are you seeing it?
Like it. Yeah, I don't like it. Especially on women, I don't like it. You okay?
I was going to say, I ate some jeans earlier.
Oh.
And they're kind of working their way up. And they're a bit baggy. They're jinkos. So you don't like the baggy jeans, or on men or women?
I don't like them. Yeah, I don't like them. I like tight jeans. Let's see what your physique's like.
Yeah.
I want to see what even on men, I want to see what your butt looks like.
Yeah.
I want to know what kind of thighs you got. I want to know what kind of calves we're working with. I don't like it. That's not it.
Now, don't get me wrong. I like the utility element of cargo pants. I'm a guy. I got a lot of tchotchkes. I got a lot of things,
Yeah.
I like putting them in all the pockets.
Yeah.
And I do come from the metal world, who I feel like at some point we were really into these baggy jeans.
Yeah.
But now, I just like a nice normal pant.
Yeah, I like a normal pant.
A normal pant.
I'm with you on that.
Yeah.
What do you usually do? Baggy or tight?
I usually will have to buy normal pants.
Yeah.
And then I'll have to bite off some of them.
Right.
Yeah, I got like really tiny goblin legs.
Yeah.
Very short.
Right. Right. Yeah, I can't tell because you're sitting down. We've never met, but
that's right.
You're a short guy. Yeah.
And I got huge thighs.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like that.
How's your butt? Tight? Big?
I'm working on it.
Yeah.
I'm working on it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go take a fucking walk.
Yeah, take a walk to the gym. Yeah.
Get them toned. All right, how about this? Virtual and augmented reality experiences.
Ooh, that's not it.
That's not it.
I don't like that.
Interesting, because I thought because you were on the ChatGPT thing that you were like, yeah, robots are very cool. But no.
I don't like that.
You draw the line.
I draw the line right there. That's why I draw the line.
Okay, that's not it.
That's not it.
Why?
No, because we are a social species. We need to be in person with each other, feeling each other's vibes. That's what's going to make us happy. This whole hide my identity thing and talk to someone in a virtual world, I don't think it's good for the mind.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
So you don't like the idea of like somebody who puts this thing on, right? And
What
just
thing?
like, what are they called?
The
VR?
Oculus.
What are they called?
The virtual reality.
Virtual reality.
Or augmented
Oculus.
reality?
Yeah,
Oculus.
it's really weird.
Puts on these things, right? And just like, talks to someone else.
Yeah.
And that becomes their friend.
Yeah, I don't like that. It's not real. It's not real. I don't like it.
You don't like anything that's not real.
I don't like anything that's not
That's
real.
how I am.
And I don't think is it popular? I don't even think people are doing it. It's never.
I feel like that was one of those things where everyone talked about it like it was popular,
Yeah.
and I've never seen anyone with it.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's like there are videos that exist of people like walking around the city with them.
Yeah.
But I feel like those aren't real people.
Right.
Because have you ever met someone? Like in your actual life, one of us should know someone who does it, and I don't.
I'll put it to you this way: I've met more goblins in my life than I have people wearing those glasses.
That's right.
I don't know one friend who even owns those goggles.
That's right. And
right.
that's how we are, guys. We like things that are real.
Real.
We like talk shows with goblins.
Yes.
We don't want whatever else they're selling.
Right. Exactly.
We want real.
Real. Like
That's right.
this.
What about this? I bet you deal with this all the time. Doing podcasts as a stand-up. What about the new dominance of short-form vertical video?
That's not it.
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 Why?
That is not it.
Why?
Because it's just ruining everyone's attention span. They should be able to listen to a goblin and a human sit down and have long-form conversation. So your attention span grows. It's good for your mind to be able to pay attention for things. You can't get the message or someone's vibe in 60 seconds.
Yeah, well,
it's an addict. They've turned us all into addicts.
Well, bad news, Yannis.
Yeah.
Due to some recent financial cuts, this is going to be edited into 1 3-second Vine. It's actually just going to go back on Vine.
Yeah.
This whole thing. So it's just going to be like one little bit, the best bit, but it's going to be just one, and it's going to go back on. That's all it's going to be.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you can't beat them, join them.
That's
right.
right. That's right. So do you feel like as a comic you have to just kind of feed the algorithm?
Yeah.
Constantly.
Yeah. Constantly. They got us all at the casino.
That's it.
We're all at the casino.
That's it. And you have a podcast yourself.
We have a podcast.
Multiple.
I got just 2.
2.
2. Yeah.
And I'm sure the clips for those are we're just doing clips and it's always posted and doing the digs and I got to do all that myself, right, Johannes?
No, I do
all
that.
by
I do
myself.
all of that.
Yeah.
I do every single thing on this podcast involving clips and posting myself.
You just
Don't even know the
yourself.
passwords to your own social
But goblins
media.
work quick, right? You can.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look at that.
We get there.
Yeah.
We get the cutting.
Yeah. You get to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but in the same sense, I'm with you. That's not it.
Not it.
But I do find myself, at night, I'm watching them.
You're scrolling.
I'm watching
Especially
them.
you're not asleep.
Well, yeah, I can't sleep.
Does that have anything to do with it? Have you ever thought about there may be a correlation between your...
I don't think so.
No, okay.
I'm just staring at a screen for like 7 hours straight. I don't think it has anything to do with my sleep cycle, Giannis. Pretty sure I'm okay.
Yeah.
I'm just drinking coffee and swiping.
Yeah, that's just you then. It's got to be like just your makeup.
Yeah, I think it's just like a goblin thing.
Yeah, it's a goblin thing. Yeah. It's got
So
to do that.
that's not it.
That's not it. We
Short for
agree.
video.
We agree on most of these, I think.
I think so.
Yeah.
2 left. Let's see if we disagree.
Yeah.
Virtual pets. Now, I got to read this one because this is what made me laugh.
Have you ever thought about hair trends, like pulling your hairline all the way up? They can do that now. And I would say that's it for that.
Really?
Oh, hair tits. They've been great. Shout out Dan Soder for coming up with that expression. Hair tits. Yeah. They're fixing baldness now.
Did you do that?
I didn't do it.
Oh,
I didn't do it. I didn't need it.
You just got that Greek hairline.
I just got Greek hair, but you can pull it up.
They planted their flag. They said, we ain't leaving.
No, yeah, we're staying.
I like that.
Yeah, yeah.
But for me,
Yeah.
really?
I mean, I like the look.
What about just like here?
I think it would be great. Did you ever have a full hair? It was always, I don't know how Goblin, you're the first Goblin I've met.
No, it actually has come up a little bit.
Oh,
it used
so
to just be in my neck.
Oh, it used to be down
And
there.
it goes like this. So I think it's actually, by the time I'm 70, I think it might actually
Come all the way forward naturally. That's cool. Okay, good to know.
It'll start to like peek over.
Yeah.
Like looking over a hill.
Okay,
yeah, they'll be there.
All right.
Yeah. So what about virtual pets? This says this could be a sassy AI cat, which that's a pretty good new screen name for you, Johannes.
Yeah, Johannes.
Or could be a virtual pet slime that changes shape every hour for no reason. This is what people are doing now. They're doing virtual pets. That's it or that's not it.
That is not it.
No.
No. Yeah, I mean, what is that? What are people doing?
I literally don't know.
What is that? I don't
Virtual pets.
I don't even know how we got there.
Do you have children?
I have 2 children,
You have
2 dogs.
2 children, 2 dogs. Okay, so the dogs are gone. Imagine you go home after a night of doing stand-up. You come home, and you're like, where are the dogs? And the kids are like, oh, we let them go. And you're like, why? And they're like, well, we got new pets. And you're like, oh, okay, what'd you get? Like a hamster? Whatever. And then they bring you their laptop. They turn around, and there's just a sassy AI cat. That's like, that's not it.
Yeah, I don't even. I don't even know what to say about that.
Yeah,
I don't know how we got there.
That would
I
be
don't know.
confusing, wouldn't
It's
it?
concerning.
Yeah.
That's concerning.
Are your kiddos into anything now that you're just like, I don't like this?
We don't let them. Yeah.
Okay,
we
good for
don't,
you.
Yeah, we don't let them. We don't let them, and I'm committed to that.
That's
I'm going to try as hard as I can to keep. There's a lot that's good about the internet.
Yeah.
I think podcasts are great. They're long form.
Yep.
You know, people have their phones. They can go on walks. They're working. They're driving. It's great. There's a lot of information. There's a lot of things to learn. But the social media is what is, you know, they have designed it to turn you into an addict. And so I'm keeping them away for as long as possible.
I fully agree.
That's what I'm doing.
And I have stood strong too, where I just won't. I just am like, I don't want to get addicted.
Yeah.
Johannes, real quick, can you just, you haven't really been updating me with every time I get a follower?
Well,
if you can just make sure you're on my phone constantly,
actually,
just making sure and letting me know when I get a new follower.
Yeah, that's not healthy.
So I just don't like being addicted to like social media kind of stuff or whatever.
Yeah.
Because that's not it.
No, that's not it.
Did I get one just then?
No.
I didn't get one. I heard a dig. I was like, maybe that
wasn't. No.
All right.
That was just a reminder to record a podcast, but we already started that an hour ago. So.
All right, you can ignore that one. Just let me know what's.
It's good that you're not. It's good that you've stayed even keeled.
That's right.
With this, yeah.
I'm still the same guy that works at the life insurance agency.
That's good to know.
That's right.
Yeah.
I'm the same guy from the California borough of Reseda.
Right. That's good.
All right, last one.
Yeah.
And I'm sure you've encountered this.
Okay.
What about all these celebrities and now comedians having hot sauces and booze and everyone's got like a thing?
Yeah.
Do you got a thing? Are you about to plug it?
No, I don't.
You about to plug it?
No, I don't. Yeah, I don't have a thing. No, I'm not sorry. Yeah, I don't have a thing. Yeah, we've. Well, it's merch, I guess, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a form of a shirt, but yeah, it's gotten a little. Yeah, people got different types of. Yeah.
Yeah. That's it or that's not it?
I'm gonna. I don't want to hurt anyone's pocket, so I'm gonna say that's it.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
That's
for
it.
sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
It's a little. It's they've taken merch far now. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. But
and speaking of merch, make sure to get your right now official podcast merch at johngoblikon.com.
Yeah.
And also my hot sauce, Scorch Bearer hot sauce with John Goblikon on it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hold that up, Johannes. Yep.
Yeah. That's great. T-shirts are great. Fan. I'm a fan. Oh, and hot sauce.
Yeah.
Fan. Yeah.
If you or someone you know made the mistake of having children, well, then their day is just around the corner. That's right. It's Father's Day. So why not make that dad or daddy or zaddy feel extra special by getting them a personalized message from me, John Goblikon, host of the #1 comedy podcast in the world.
No.
Right, Johannes?
Still not.
Wait a minute. Isn't someone your dad?
Yep.
Yeah, actually, me and my dad were kind of on the fritz. We haven't really been talking for years, you know?
Did your dad pass?
Yeah, so think it would be kind of hard to talk to him, Johannes. All right, so get your cameos by following this link and do it right now. Who is Mr. Panos?
Mr. Panos.
Mr. Panos.
He's another character. He's a Greek. He's a Greek.
He's a Greek. He's a Greek.
He's an old Greek. Has a restaurant. He's heads people.
Now, at some point, I read that Maurica got so big that you were actually touring as Maurica. Were you also doing Mr. Panos?
I was doing both. Yeah.
You're doing both.
I was doing both. I would do him, her, and then stand up
as you.
As me.
So it was like you were your opener. Mr. Panos was featuring, and you were the headliner.
That's right. Yeah. It was tiring.
Yeah, to say the least.
Yeah.
But did you get to keep all three?
I got to keep all 3 checks.
All 3 checks.
I got to keep all 3 checks.
Good for you.
Yeah,
now
cool.
that's how you do it.
That's exploitation of myself.
Yeah, I gotta start doing that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Right now, I'm just opening. For
you
people.
should create some characters.
I think that'd be kind of fun.
Yeah. You should create some
I mean,
characters.
you kind of tried that with Jeremiah Watkins. I don't know. If
Or what about this one? Just ready. Watch this. This is a beard.
Yeah.
So hard, just pushing buttons. Dirty dirt.
Seems pretty.
Johannes.
That's Johannes.
That's a new character.
Yeah, that was great.
That's a pretty
That's
solid
pretty good.
character, I thought.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
was
I think
great.
that one's pretty fun.
That was good.
So at what point did
That
you
could go viral.
did you slowly move away from the characters and now we're just doing Yannis?
I still do them once in a while.
I'm sure you still have fans that come to your shows and
Yeah.
and it's like when we're playing on stage, if we don't play the hits, even though we wrote that song 12 years ago, they go get mad.
Yeah.
Does that happen with you?
That does happen. And I don't mind it at all. I understand it. People, they love what they love.
Yeah.
And I didn't know when I created them they were going to take off, and it took off, and they like it, and so I'll do it. And even if I'm not bringing that character to the show and it's just me doing stand-up and someone, shouts it out, which you shouldn't do, but they shout out like a phrase, I'll get into it a little bit for them and then just move on. It's not a big deal.
Oh, you don't run backstage, throw on a dress and a wig, and just say, everybody, hold on, suspend your disbelief. You don't have to do that.
No.
Well, that's nice.
Yeah.
That's nice. I do like that.
Yeah, I've never, people like, do you get annoyed? I'm like, no, I don't get annoyed. I did something people like. You know how hard it is to get something people like? If they like it, why would I want to take away their joy? I'm not a Grinch.
Hey, by the way, you don't want to talk about that guy.
You probably know that guy.
Oh, my God, I do.
Yeah.
That guy
He's a prick, no?
His ego.
Yeah.
First off, the guy's got OCD.
He does.
He is so obsessed with like one holiday. It's like, you ever heard Thanksgiving?
Right.
Easter? There's more. But he's like, no, it's all about Christmas, all about Christmas. And he's all like, I hang out with all the elites. It's like Dr. Seuss. He didn't go to medical school.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right. He's got to get over himself.
Dude, I can't stand that guy.
Yeah.
But anyways, that's for a different podcast. That's for 1 over 3 seconds.
It's good to hear. It's good to hear someone just finally say what's real about it. OCD is what he's got.
Yeah, but I like that you are very open to all the things that got you to where you are.
Yeah.
Because that's important. I mean, at my shows all the time, they're always asking me, they're like, do your Fred Durst impression. I'm just like, I've done it too many times, Yannis.
Right.
And I won't do it here today if you ask me.
Can you please do it?
No.
Yeah! And I won't do it again.
Right.
And I won't do it again.
Okay.
And I won't do it again.
Yeah.
And then you do the Yannis Pappas Hour.
Yeah.
And that's
very small niche show.
What does that mean?
About 20,000 listeners.
Okay.
Which is pretty good. I look great when I look down.
Yep.
And when I look up, not so great. Meaning the podcasts that are big with me make me feel not so great. But the ones that are less, thank you for being there to make me feel great.
See, but wouldn't you rather have 20,000 loyal listeners that really love you? Or would you rather have 5 million that just make you a bunch of money
5
and
million.
stuff? Yeah, me
5
too.
million.
Yeah, I was going to say, if we could just get ours up, we're barely at 30K at this point.
Yeah, I'd take the 5 million.
Yeah, same. In a heartbeat.
Yeah.
In a heartbeat. They don't even have to know what I just hit play and go do something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just come on.
That's right.
It's like, geez.
Yeah,
get us off Spike TV.
Spike TV's tough.
Chi-Town! Chicago! I'm bringing my Right Now Live Comedy Extravaganza to your city for the 312 Comedy Festival. There's gonna be other great acts like my friend Pete Holmes, Jeremiah doing stand-up on the spot, and so many more. So come see me. And I guess Johannes will be there. I mean, I think that's contractually obligated, I think.
Yeah.
And a very special guest, November 6th at Zany's. You should probably get your tickets.
Probably as soon as possible. I think they're available on their website.
I just don't have the energy anymore, guys, to do it. I just don't. You know what I mean? So just get them right now.
I heard they get good hot dogs in Chicago.
Oh, you know what? I'm going to get one. But what do you do on Yannis Pappas Hour? Is it just you?
It's just me. I talk about social issues, make funny jokes, talk about the news, politics.
What is it like doing it solo? Because I've tried that a few times where it's just me and Johannes.
Yeah.
And it's just nothing here.
He just doesn't bring anything to the table.
No,
That's the problem.
but how do you, what kind of interview questions do you ask yourself? How does that work?
Right. I just think about what's going on in the world and sort of have a take on it and try to make it funny. That's it.
But are you just trying to crack yourself up? Is there someone else in the room?
There's a producer in the room, so I do try to crack him up.
Okay, because as a comic, I imagine
without him, it's like schizophrenic.
Yeah, no, because but I always wonder about solo podcasts because it's like comics have such a need to hear, to know that their joke's doing okay.
Yeah. So
you're recording in a room that's pretty silent.
Yep.
And then
you've watched the podcast then. Pretty silent.
You're recording
Not a lot of laughs.
Yeah, no. But how could there be? Even like now, it's like if you weren't laughing, I would know. This guy's never laughed a day in his life.
That's true.
That's not true. I laugh at funny things.
Well, he's Swedish. It's not in their code.
That's right.
They're kind of
Yeah. They're like that robot that attacked those Asian people.
That's right.
It's
It's like, can't compute.
Yeah.
Cognitively not computing.
So you do the podcast by yourself.
Yeah.
Talk about things. And how long you been doing that podcast?
Only a couple of years. I started it. I had a podcast, History Hyenas, with Chris DiStefano. He's another comedian.
I know Chris. I love Chris.
He's great. He's great. Good friend of mine. And we stopped doing that podcast. I started that. He started another one. But now we're back together and we're doing History Hyenas again.
I love to hear that because when I was researching you, History Hyenas came up. And there was like so many Reddit threads that were so mad it was gone.
Yeah.
So I wrote down like, don't bring up History Hyenas.
Oh, we're back.
I don't know why they stopped doing it, but don't be the one to ask about it.
You're
back.
We've been back 6 months. It's going great.
Oh, so
it's popular.
I like that no one updated those Reddit threads.
Yeah, you gotta update them. Yeah.
Oh, so what does it feel like to be back?
It feels great. Show's going great. We have a lot of fun. It's a
and
fun
I imagine
show.
that show, that's got to be more than 20K.
It's bigger. Yeah, it's
that
bigger
one's
than
bigger.
mine. Yeah, it's bigger.
Well,
It's bigger.
because there's two of you.
There's two of us.
It's really just about numbers.
Yeah, I think so.
When I have like 2 or 3 guests on, it's more than when I have just one guest on.
Yeah.
So it's really just like, that's why I'm trying to get like, like full cast or full, like Slipknot that's got like 28 members.
Get 'em
just
in.
get them all in here.
It doesn't work.
Then we'll really be doing
That'd be
numbers.
great. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's the key. The more people, the bigger the numbers. Yeah.
Just like I want the cast of Game of Thrones from all 8 seasons.
Well, that
All
would
of
be.
it.
I mean,
Like if you were a guard,
See, look,
Get
he's
him
a
in here.
cynic. He doesn't believe. He's trying. He's already finding problems.
let me just tell you
I'm
something.
Yeah.
Let me just tell you something.
Just go with the dream.
Let me tell you something.
Yeah.
Johannes?
Yeah.
Das not it.
Das not it.
Das not it.
if you get the cast of Game of Thrones, yes, it'll do great numbers. But the more people won't do more numbers. That's just a bunch of
so little faith.
That's right.
Ye of so little faith.
Ye of das not it.
Yeah.
Yee is not here. I don't know what he does, but he's not in this room.
You can get them all in here. Jon Snow, everybody.
This guy.
Actually, if you did get Yee, that would also do good numbers.
Yeah.
Spoken like someone who's never got a number in his life.
That's right.
That's
That's it.
All right, Yannis,
Yeah.
before I get you out of here, I got to do what I do with every guest, which is my right now rapid fire questionnaire.
Okay.
Here's how it's going to work. I'm going to ask you 5 rapid fire questions. Okay. You're just going to fire off the very first thing that comes to your mind.
Okay.
Are you ready, Yannis Pappas?
I am ready.
Here we go. Left or right?
Left.
West Portland.
West Portland.
I heard that one.
Wait, you said West Portland? Sleeping under a bridge.
That one got me. Whoops. Okay. West Portland.
What did you
30,
say?
30, how many episodes?
30 something, yeah.
35, 36 episodes. That's the first one, and that got me. I'll tell you after.
Okay.
Favorite genre of metal?
Favorite genre is your band.
Okay, go. Thank you so much,
Yeah.
Giannis. Okay, here we go. There's a snail chasing you. The snail is moving at a snail's pace. It's going to follow you for the rest of your life. You can go as fast as slow as you want, but the snail will always be moving in your direction. I'm still thinking about West Portland. I can't stop thinking about that. I'll forever think of that. Thank you, Giannis.
I'm glad I did something that'll leave a mark. Indelible. I'm indelible.
Yeah.
now.
Okay, so this snail is chasing you.
Turn
and it's gonna
around
chase
and
you for
fuck
the
the
rest of your
snail.
life.
Turn
Okay?
around and fuck the snail.
Okay, so you can go as fast as slow as you want, but the snail will always be moving in direction. If you touch it or it touches you, you die. And before you ask, it can swim and survive in any atmosphere. What's your plan to survive the snail?
Turn around and ask it why it's following me and can we be friends? Maybe it just wants a friend.
Just do some social work with it.
Social work with the snail.
That's right.
That's it.
And then he's
It's
like,
a lonely snail.
and then the snail turns and goes, yeah, can you clean up all my shit in this room, pal?
And then I'll say, you know what? Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm your friend, snail.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. You're talking to Giannis, your
yeah,
best friend.
I'm your best friend.
That's right.
I'm your best friend. I get $30,000 a year to clean that room up.
And I'm going to do it.
Actually, $28,000 a year.
Yeah, after
and I'm gonna
Uncle
do
Sam
it.
takes a little bit. That's right.
And I'm going to do it. because I got a good heart.
Yannis, you ever been to Trader Joe's?
And nice people finish last. Trader Joe's, I love Trader
All right, thank you so much, Yannis. Bob, give a round of applause, everybody. Thank you so much, Yannis. And now is your opportunity to promote whatever you got going on to this camera right here.
Thank you. Go watch my special. It's on YouTube right now. It just came out called Property Owner. It's on YouTube. It's free. Go enjoy it and listen to the History Hyenas podcast.
That's right. That's it. And hey, Yannis.
Yeah.
I love that you were doing your promotions and stuff. I really like it.
Oh, and my hot sauce. Buy my hot sauce.
Oh, then please buy his hot sauce.
And my hot sauce, yeah.
And I just thought since you're like kind of become my friend, you would help me out.
Oh, yeah.
And kind of do my promo. So I wrote you a little promo under your throne. There's a little script under there.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much.
There we go.
Here we go.
Oh, I love it. Hello to the Pappas and also to the mamas. It's me, Giannis. Speaking of mothers, if you want to show them some mom love, order them a cameo from the Green Greek Goblin over here. Now be on the right side of history, Hyenas, by liking and subscribing to this YouTube channel. Just hit that like button. Yeah, that one right there. Click it. See? That's it. Now, if you'll excuse me, I must jump into a pool of tzatziki right now.
I'm pretty good. Round of applause.
You need another take or did I nail it?
No. You're a one take Frank, my man.
Nice.
I really like, you know what? I think if I was a director, I would change it. It shouldn't be cut or that's a wrap.
Right.
You know what you say?
What?
That's it! That's it?
That's it?
That's it?
That's it?
Yeah, that's it.